This is page 76 of the Initiation into Hermetics PDF download you'll find in the description. And this is step 5, and this is pour breathing the elements into the body and then exhaling them through the body to fill up a room. So in this exercise, what you do is you sit down in the asana position and then inhale through your lungs and pores with the help of the imagination. Press the element of the fire element into your body. So imagine that you are sitting in a world of fire, surrounded by it, and now you're breathing it into your body and breathing it in. And do it until you can feel the heat accumulating inside you. And now exhale it through your body and imagine it filling the room that you're sitting in. And do it until you totally empty the fire element into the room that you're sitting in. And now do it again. Breathe it in several times. Repeat, accumulated and evacuated it. So breathe it in a bunch more so you feel heat building up. And then expel it through your body again and fill the room up. And do this over and over again until you can actually feel the room becoming hotter from you pour breathing and exhaling the fire element into the room. And at this point, it might just be warm in your imagination, but you might detect, some heat building up. And so what you want to do is you want to continue to do this until you can feel the room's getting warmer and hotter. And then once you do that, now with the imagination, disperse the fire element back to where it came from into the universe and dissolve spiritually in all directions. Now he's also saying here that you could also, once you've got to this point, you've got this down, you could load a room up with the element through this process. And you can leave it there if you like. But not to do it for too long, because the beings within the fire element can do pranks and stuff, and it's probably not a good idea for do it for any length of time. So basically just fill the room up, and then once you've done it and it gets hot, disperse the element out. And he's also saying that if you're outside somewhere, you can also inhale it and fill a space up. Even if you're outside, you can imagine a certain space you create with your mind and just fill that up and practice it there, or do it wherever you feel like. And then once you do that, you want to do the other 3 elements. You start with the fire, and now you want to do the air, water, and the earth. And he just says the termination of the exercise depends on your time and opportunities. He says you do one a day, just practice it. So you figure you do it for a day, each one. And or you go through all at one time. Probably it's best to do it a day at a time. And so probably just do one element a day. Now he's saying to emit the accumulated space through the solar plexus. So I guess maybe the previous thing he's saying, due to the solar plexus, exhale it through it. I didn't notice it, I didn't remember. But I probably skipped it. Oh yeah, okay, so when you do it, you want to exhale it through your solar plexus. So make sure you do that. Don't do it through the whole body. When you pour breathe the fire element, inhale it in and then let it go into the room through the solar plexus, and same with the other elements when you do it. And then he's down here, it's a little bit different. He's talking about through the whole body. And then once again you do it through so the first set of exercises with the fire element, you want to do it just through, you want to accumulate it inside yourself, exhale it through the solar plexus into the room. And then do that over and over again till the room gets hot. Then disperse the elements, and then go on to the next one, or just do one each exercise a day. And as soon as you feel that you're producing something, like with the fire element, it would be hot. With the air element, there'd probably be a feeling of lightness. With the water element, the room would be cool. And then with the earth element, it would probably be a heavy feeling of like gravity. So once you got to that point, You could disperse the element and then move on to the next one and go through the 4 exercises. And then that's pretty much it. And then it gets into a little bit about doing the hands. So you could do, once you got those previous ones all done in a room that's confined, then maybe out in a space that's bigger, like if you're in an auditorium or something, you could, as long as there wasn't people or whatever, even if there was, I don't know, depends on you, how you feel. You would practice in a big space, or with your imagination create a space within a larger space to fill up. And you could do your hands and fingers once you do the solar plexus, and then do the whole body, through the whole body, pour breathing. So, and then you would do the hands and the fingers. You would try doing that with each element. So then it says the scholarship practice the exercise and all the elements and master them. Hands and fingers usually engage in magic, so the scholar ought to devote his full attention to them. Oh, so he's saying accumulate the element by pour breathing on one hand or both. So I guess you can accumulate it in your hands and then exhale it. Exhale it through your fingers, maybe each finger or each hand. So you just come here, page 76, 77, to go over it. And I'll probably do one element a day. I'll leave it for that for now.